What's up, YouTube? This is Cdog back with another review. Today's review is brought to you by showzstore.com. Whoops. Check out the webpage, and anything you order, just let them know you saw the ad through Cdog Cdog Reviews, and they're just sponsoring this review, so check them out. That's showzstore.com. So today's review is on the War in Pocket Commander Dutch figure. This is him in the packaging. You got the touch. You got the power. It's got like a G1 type art style front, but it's changed. You can see the angling and the chest is changed. Some of the details, the wheels are removed, so it's made to look more anime, which is really cool. Same thing basically on the top, and the sides have the two product images. I'm using a new camera, so the problem is my camera broke, which was my phone. My phone broke. I got the S7, but every time I did reviews with my S7, it overheated every single time. So I lowered down to a Galaxy SE or something real cheap. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, at least I'm getting reviews back up. So yeah, so let's check them out. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. So here he is out of the packaging, and he's very cool. So we have a little twist here, so you can kind of do one of these deals, like a real tractor would. And then this is the front of him. He's got some translucent parts here in the windows. Silver bumper and silver chrome painted bumper lights and grille, as well as these windshield wipers are painted a little bit. You got some kind of gunmetal paint, kind of differentiate the two-tone there. You got some yellow for the headlights, or the headlight. Well, floodlights. Go to the side. You got some painted wheels. So, yeah, very nice. Stays on with this two-pegging system. So you can see the two pegs there, and that rotates around like that. And you can just disconnect it, and there you go. So it rolls okay. Sometimes better than others, but it does roll nonetheless. So this is the trailer. You got it all painted in this gunmetal color, as well as this white paint and this blue lining painted on. Got some details here painted on the back tires. And then the back has the tail lights painted, so not bad. You got all the molding details and whatnot. Very cool. Very much like the G1 trailer. And then you can, first you can go under here and start to pull these out for really no reason, but they're there to. Then you have these little catches right here to be able to get to the stands, and then you can do that. So that way you can go like this and open it up. And the gun is actually supposed to be able to post in there, but it doesn't really hold. So we're just going to remove these parts, but this bolt bends back if you need it to. And you have the whole G1 style. It's on a ball joint, so you can tilt it back and forth, as well as swivel it 360. You do have this arm. It's bendable 360 degrees, but 180 kind of, and then this part kind of comes out like that. This does not open. There's no like hinge. It's just glued in. It's got molded details, some more silver painted. You can also use your fingernail and pull out this. Kind of just get a grip and go like that, and these fold down as well. So, you know, vehicles can be rolled up in there as such, as you can see there. It can also be outfitted when you put these back in. They click in, outfitted like this. So that kind of goes from our robot mode. But yeah, so the accessories he does come with. He comes with his Energon axe. I feel like the light is off there. There we go. Yeah, my S7 was overheating every single review. It was really stupid, so I returned it, got the money back, and paid a lot less for this. But this is still a Galaxy. It still has functions. You got some paint here on the... I love the G1 barrel here. Totally G1 accurate. And then you got the kind of silver paint here on the butt of the gun. No hollowness in the gun. That's how a weapon should be molded. But yeah. So, moving the weapons out of the side. We'll check more of those later. Let's check out the figure himself. So, yeah, very cool. It's a very small figure. So, oh, I thought my tape measure was down here. What? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, just to show you, it is 3.5 inches long and probably like 1.5 inches high. Yep, 1.5 inches high. So that's what the back looks like. It's kind of getting off tilter, but it's on these ball joints, and you peg this in better, and then it will secure itself up against the side. But if you peg it in, it'll just pop off the ball joints. So it's less obtrusive just to leave it like that and just adjust it. And it doesn't, it stays adjusted. I mean, it doesn't, well, from this side. I mean, when you roll it and everything, it doesn't flop around, is what I mean. So to transform them, you want to start by this, and that's what I meant. This part is pegged in really securely when you first get it. So if you do peg it in securely, I'm sure you can loosen it up over time, but that will stay secured up on the side more and less moving around. But it still doesn't peg in anywhere else. So you need to peg on. So I just leave those half pegged in, which is more than sufficient. But you want to pull those down. Then you separate this, and then you grab it right here, hold it, and you pull down the leg all the way. Pull up the foot. Start rotating this enough where it pegs in right here. And then do the same thing on this side. Grab it right here. Pulling the leg down, and then rotating that to peg in there. So that you got like that. Next, you want to do the G1 Optimus Prime thing and rotate our arms out and forward. Then you can just pull these up like this for now. Next, you want to go from this side forward first, I mean, because it's kind of got one of those L tabs. See? So you flip that side open like that. That'll allow you to give some space to pull this down and rotate this around 180. It should give you enough space. Oh, maybe. Okay, first you want to swivel this 180 underneath here, just like that. And then okay, and then we're going to start to rotate these. So what you do here is you pull this. You see, that's why we wanted to avoid the pegging in, because these parts popped off. That's why they got loose. So you want to swivel this 180, kind of like the masterpiece, like that, and then leave it for now. So same thing here. You want to swivel it 180, so that way when it pegs in there, you can see that. But first, you need to pull this down and rotate this 180 degrees right there. Kind of going back in here, tucking these back, and then taking these two tabs right there and sticking them in those slots down there, nice and securely, like that. Then you go back here and you pull up his head, rotate that up, swivel it 180, go up in here. You see the headlights just like the G1 toy, but except for accurate. That's really cool. Instead of using pig on fists. And then you flip out his hands, and voila, we have G1. Oh wait, first then you go back here, snap that, snap these up like that. The only really ugly part is this peg right there, but you can use that to peg in the gun if you need or something. Like that. So, very cool Optimus Prime indeed. And he's nice and stiff. I mean, these joints are a little loose up here, but they work. I mean, you can still get him to pose, and he doesn't really flop around a lot once you get his feet situated and whatnot. I mean, see, you just set him down. You can pose him too. Get him in a nice pose, and I'll show you the articulation in a second here. Whoops, I forgot you gotta lift this up too. So, Some people might hate that part, but I like it because it's, you know, it's just a small toy. It's not that small. It's probably about 4 inches, 5 inches maybe. But yeah, you can get them in some poses if you need to. So, and then you can, of course, hold his weapon. Whoops. Still having less room than I want here, but I find it holds better on the left side. It doesn't swivel around. But as you can see there, he can hold his weapon. Looks nice. Looks more better in like dynamic poses. Or he looks more dynamic in like kind of one of these type of deals. But as you can see, it looks good. I'm just removing that out of the way so you can get a better view. Very cool. For articulation, we'll check out details in a minute, but he's got a ball jointed head, so you can swivel back or tilt back and forth and look up a little bit as well as down, and it will of course swivel on the ball joint. You can go out, and there's also this butterfly, so you can get his arms across his chest quite a bit, which is nice. And you can go out all the way 90 as well as swivel on that ball joint. And then there's a little tilt on the actual ball joint as well, plus the butterfly. No up and down butterfly or anything, but you got double jointed elbows. Very nice. And then swivel here, nothing in the wrist other than an inward bend, which you can use to some articulation degree. You have a waist swivel below. So it's below, but it's still useful. Then you have this pivot, and with it up, you can get it probably that far with a knee bend at 90 degrees. So not bad. Also has the swivel up on there, but it pops off a lot. Like you have to be really kind of tricky, say like that. You have to kind of get to know the figure, and then ankle tilts, and they're tight, as well as some ankle pivot just on the front part right there. But as you can see, the ball joints do come off a little bit, but I think if you deal with the unpegging this first when you first open it, it will do it less, but it doesn't really bother me. Now you also have this option where you can open up this, and he's got his matrix there, so you can get him to like look like he's opening his matrix, which is pretty cool. By the way, I will be doing more videos again now that I have a new phone, and it seems to be pretty simple enough. So I found the incandescent. The S7, I couldn't find incandescent. I probably would have had to get a different program. But yeah, so you got clear blue plastic for the windshields. You got painted stripe, as well as it's like gunmetal. Then there's silver chrome paint for the grill, which is the same grill that is in truck mode, which is cool. And the same translucent plastic, just the opposite side of it. You got a painted helmet, nice dark purplish, and then light blue painted eyes. You can see them there. There you go. And then you got white paint for the legs and the upper mid-skirt, as well as the yellow details painted in. Silver paint for the gas canisters and yellow for the arrows, as well as silver for the... You got yellow for the arrow details and the headlights, and then silver for the smokestacks and the back parts. And then there's some gunmetal here on the back flap. But this is painted white all the way around. Looks good. You got paint up here. I think there's die-cast metal, like the middle maybe. I'm not sure though. But yeah, very cool figure. You can also peg this in on the right hand only. Sorry about that, guys. It's hard for me to see around this, so I want to get a new table soon. But yeah, so that's cool looking, and the left hand holds the blaster very well. So very cool figure indeed. So checking out comparisons. We'll just check them out with the Dino Grimlock. Oh, sorry about that. I don't have any problems standing him up when I'm not doing the review, put it that way. There. So we have the Dino. This is Grimlock. I'll do a review on him tomorrow. And I have Snarl too. And they're really cool figures. So we'll get some single reviews done on them as well. Just to show you a little preview. But and then of course you can do, and we'll show you the robot mode comparison tomorrow when I do the review. Don't want to give too much away. So you can do this whole medical drone thing where you drop them down like this and have him working on him. So pretty cool. Good comparison with DX9 Soundwave as well, aka Sonic Wizard. This is Commander Dutch and this is Sonic Wizard, of course. So yeah, so cool figures. And I have the Seeker set as well. I just need a Megatron now. And I have some tapes as well. And we have all 5 Dinobots. So I might do individual reviews for each one. So let me know what you think of the figure and the review. Leave a like if you liked the video. Remember to check out showzstore.com. And as always, stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace. That's a wrap, guys. I'm out.